Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Arthur the King, and this is a new film from director Simon Jones, and from a screenplay written by Michael Brandt, based off of the book by Michael Lindnord that focuses on the story of Michael Lindnord, played by Mark Wahlberg, and his journey of this adventure racing. And along the way, he meets a stray dog who he names Arthur the King, who winds up inspiring them to do great things. And this film's a bit of a struggle because it's can't decide if it really wants to be a sports film or be a dog movie. Like a drama about, a dog that's sick and stuff like that, mixed with this sports flick. Because honestly, for the first half of this film, there's only sporadic sequences with the dog in it, like running from other dogs and being attacked. Honestly, the dog garners a lot more empathy than any of the human characters, because all the human characters in this film, for the most part, are either unlikable or really underdeveloped. And like Mark Wahlberg's Michael is pretty unlikable, and it takes like meeting this dog for him to have like any chill. He's very selfish, and honestly, throughout the film, even though it's like, oh my god, he's doing this for the dog, it still feels very selfish, wants everybody else to bend the rules around him. Shimalu, he plays a character that's so self-absorbed and also selfish. Unfortunately, like Natalie Emanuel is not given a whole lot to work with, except for like a very manipulative kind of story thread that just dropped on the characters in the film out of nowhere to start this race. And Ali Suleiman, who played Chick, is the last member of the team who's basically like, I have a bad knee. And that's about it. It has some thrilling moments in the first half of the film that really lean on like this is an extreme sport film, and honestly, those moments really work. But then it kind of shirks everybody else and then just becomes about Mark Wahlberg's character Michael and this dog. And this film goes through so many beats in terms of like what you would expect from like a dog movie, and trying to get you to feel and maybe to cry and all those kinds of elements, and really trying hard to make you feel those things to the point where the manipulation doesn't always work, because you're just like, of course. And in general, like, this film has some cool shots and stuff like that, but like there's just like regular casual conversation scenes between Michael and his wife, Helena, played by Juliet Rylance, that have the worst CGI backgrounds, the most obvious CGI backgrounds. And, the background, you're just like, why am I getting completely distracted by this horrible CGI when I should be caring about this conversation? Everybody is so underwritten, and all the dialogue is so plain and direct that there's nothing really interesting in terms of the interactions in the film. And really, this film is like, oh, there's a cute dog and we feel bad for the dog, and then some cool thrilling moments. It has enough to engage and get you through, but I just feel like this film really is unfocused and has some murky kind of messaging about its themes. And in the end, sure, it's an inspiring true story, but it's just one of those kinds of films that doesn't feel like it fully comes together and delivers what you're expecting. But you know what? This is the kind of film that I feel like Mark Wahlberg works in, and he does a fine job, and the rest of the cast comes to play. Even if they're saddled with unlikable characters or characters that don't have a whole lot to work with. But those are my thoughts on Arthur the King. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.